I know this video will get a little bit of hate from a lot of the people who follow this channel. I also know this video will have a lot of love from people who watch this channel because there are Christians who do like to dress well, and there are Christians who are going to hypocritically tell me in the comments that I should not spend money on clothes. And I say hypocritically because they themselves don't do that. If you actually get to know me in person, I'm not a big shopper. I don't go shopping often, but I do like to wear things that are comfortable, and I like to wear things that are nice. And so when I thought about whether or not to make this video, the first thing that came to mind is I'm not ever going to not make content because of hypocritical Christians. And you're going to see that in the comments today. Reason number two is what I wear is commonly asked, and it is a part of my brand. And so realistically, I want to show that to you guys. I want to show you what I'm wearing so you guys can go out and get the same stuff if you want to. And number three is I genuinely enjoy this stuff. I enjoy dressing well. Ali, editing this video, loves fashion. I got the bug a couple years ago when I worked with Iman. I still have my original roots. You're not going to see any today, but like I only wear Lululemon pants. Those are tried and true Lululemon pants. I only wear Lulu pants for the most part. If I'm dressing up, maybe I'll wear some like Ralph Lauren trousers or such. But when I met Iman, he put a little bit of like a fashion bug in me, and it's still there. So today we're gonna go through a shopping haul I had 2 weeks ago. I actually haven't looked at any of this stuff since. I forget what a couple of the things are, and it was a very modest one in my opinion. But speaking of Iman, we'll start out with Iman's style stuff, which is Lauro Piana. If you don't know, Lauro Piana is a fabrics company that makes some of the most popular shoes right now in the market, and I find myself loving them more than I really appreciate any other shoe that I wear. And so let's see what we got. Side note, my Lauro Piana rep is awesome, and she always shows me the coolest things that I don't intend on getting, but then always do get. So first pair is a pair of summer walks. These are a limited edition, like only available in this season, this year, type of green. And I love wearing greens and neutrals. And so I thought those would fit what I wear really well. Number two, an open walk, is another summer walk. And so these are like a Merlot, again, same thing, only available this season, this year, some kind of Merlot brown. The cool thing about these are you really can almost change the perceived color based on the pant that you're wearing. Really what I'm going to show you today is I kind of did some fall prep, if you will, and so autumn is one of my favorite seasons to dress well in, and I thought those were very autumn weather shoes. Ooh, I forgot about these. Yeah, I was excited for these. I don't know what these are called, but these are called the Newport Walks. And they just looked really slick, in my opinion. I thought they were just really fun looking shoes. I need to go back and get some open walks because I actually have been really enjoying open walks lately. Funny note, so at first I told Iman that I thought it was crazy when he introduced me to summer walks to spend this much money on shoes. But truly, when it comes down to it, I have had shoes from Loro for years now that I've gone through Johnston & Murphy shoes over and over and over in the same amount of time for. And so realistically, they are investments that last longer. But when he showed me these, I don't have a pair of open walks with me today. Wearing, again, a pair of Iman shoes. Iman gave me these, actually, a pair of Halloween Dunks. Anytime I wear black, I just love wearing these. And so Iman told me that one day I would love the open walks, and I saw them and I was like, it's never gonna happen. I have one pair of open walks and I was wearing them yesterday, and I thought to myself like, wow, I really do love the look of these and I need more. So I'll probably go back and get some open walks because open walks to me are a very fall/winter shoe. Yes. So pair of sneaks for the missus, a pair of charms for the missus. I think these are the cutest shoe, and I have the exact same pair, the men's style of course, but the same color. When you're wearing LPs and the person you're with is not wearing LPs, it just feels wrong. And so starting small with 2 pairs for the missus, and then we'll continue to grow that collection for her. Oh yeah, so that's LP. We'll go back and forth on this. So I have my fancy shoes, but I also picked up a pair of New Balance skateboarding shoes yesterday, actually. This is a recent one. So everything that I'm showing you is from 2 weeks ago that I just haven't gone through any of it, except for these and 2 books that I got yesterday when I was here. But I went to the mall and my friend and I had our midlife crises, and we did not only get skating shoes, but we got skateboards. When I was a kid, I used to be a skater. That was like my thing. And I guess I kind of want to have a little bit of kid left in me. And so we picked up some skateboards and went to the skate park last night.
Fuck, I got brutalized.
This is the olive of the year right here, boys. Ah, damn it.
Cops. We gotta go. Cops.
And this is cool because when I was a kid, I don't think I worked yet when I skated. I think I was too young to work in the States. And so everything came from my parents took me for Christmas to get a beginner board, and then trading things and upgrading, and like, you know, every year maybe getting something a little nicer, whether it's new sets of trucks or such. And so to go and spec out a board and realize it's, you know, not expensive anymore, at least where I'm at, it was kind of like being a kid in a candy shop. And so the bearings that I got were like the bearings that I always wanted as a kid and could never afford. And anyway, so long story short, got a skateboard. You can't skate in LPs. Granted, I probably will for the photo, but I also got shoes to skate on that board with. And one thing I haven't really gotten into before, but I want to get into, is colognes. And so I have a friend here again who is massive in scents, and he always smells so good. And I always wear the same stuff. I'm always wearing like Tom Ford leather or some kind of Creed, or I don't know, I just get what people tell me to. But I wanted to try different ones, and so I'm going to show you guys this. I have no idea what I like and don't like. I smelled them all within like 5 minutes. They're all very modest, not expensive ones. The first one is Azaro, the Most Wanted, Spice Bomb, Infrared. This one I really do remember actually liking the smell for fall. These are all fall scents, by the way. Everything you see is autumn and fall. I did not go for any kind of floral spring stuff. I did not go for any bright summer colors. Everything is fall. Jean-Paul Gaultier? I don't know. Stronger With You, Emporio Armani. This was not like a very good brand. Oh, Giorgio? I don't know if it's Giorgio or Emporio. I don't know. Versace Eros. Smelled this on a waiter that I commonly have at one of the places I get lunch at often, and I asked him, this is also Versace Eros. I don't know which one's which, but one of these was really, it's one that he wore, and I really like the smell of it, so I was like, what is that? Dior Sauvage Elixir. Apparently everyone has Dior Sauvage, but the Elixir is apparently not as common. So, anyway, Cologne. This is like the start, and then I think realistically the way Cologne works is you just pick them up here and there and slowly start to build a collection. My favorite store at the moment is Ralph Lauren. I think Ralph is like the American version of Lauro Piana. If you've ever watched Kingsman, the movie, you have the Kingsman in England who drink scotch, but then you have the Kingsman in the States who drink bourbon and whiskey. And to me, that is Lauro Piana and maybe Xenia versus Ralph. And so, got two things from Purple. Number one is I'm a big guy when it comes to just like wearing a t-shirt or like a long sleeve. And so, just a little overcoat, not overcoat, but like top layer thing. Really, really comfy. So I know my hands are like destroyed from the grip tape on that skateboard. And so I keep going like this because they're so dry. And then number two is the same exact thing, but more of like a flannel kind of old English style. And so neutrals and blues are kind of and greens, my like fall look, if you will. Next, if you want jeans and you're in the States, I think Lucky Brand has the best jeans made in America, genuinely. Levi's is definitely a contender too, and Levi's is like the more American brand, but I don't think you can go wrong with like a nice pair of On Clouds and just a pair of jeans, you know? I just think they're so comfy, and the Lucky Brand ones are like perfectly stretchy if you have bigger legs because you squat. These are awesome, like they're a must, and so just a couple of pairs of jeans are always good to have. I already took most of these out because I actually do wear these all the time, but every time I go to the mall, I'll always stop at Suit Supply and I'm actually wearing one of them right now, but I'll just get a ton of like base layers. And so these are, I think they're wool, just really nice wool. Doesn't tell you what they're made of. Pure wool, yeah. So these are just really nice wool long sleeve sweaters, but they're light. And so you can wear this, like I have a blue one and I can wear a blue one with this. I could actually wear, example given, this under this. And so I think I got this in every single color they have. So black, gray, white, brown, tan, blue. When it comes to base layers, this is only like $100 bucks, $109. And so when it comes to base layers, I don't think you should go like too expensive with that because you're gonna get, to be kind of disgusting, you're gonna get like stains in the underarm area and everything like that. And so I just get these pretty much every quarter or every like start of new season. I'll pick up layers for that season or base layers for that season. I went to pick up some golf stuff. If you ever go golfing with me, I wear Lulu pants and I wear Peter Millar or maybe Ralph Lauren Sport, the RLX polos. I think the Peter Millar polos are like the best polos to come to golf. Love these things. And then I also got this beautiful corduroy from Peter Millar, which is super snazzy too. And then to end this out, I have a rule, which is when I go to the mall, I can't go to a mall and not go to Barnes & Noble. Amazon makes so much more sense if I books on. I also read a lot now on my iPad. but I do still love like this feel and the smell of a actual hard copy book. And when I go to Barnes & Noble, I really just look at the business stuff. And so this book, I've never heard of it, Burn Rate. I'm thinking it's gonna be good because it's by the CEO of Bonobos, which is a clothing brand that just got bought by Walmart recently. And so I'm sure that he's gonna be able to speak about business well. And then Walter Isaacson, if you don't know who Walter Isaacson is, he's like the best biographer in our era. And I've read the Elon Musk Isaacson biography. I've read the Thomas Jefferson biography. I've not read the Steve Jobs one, so I'm excited to read that. And that is a recap of the shopping spree. There's probably more. I know there was more, but this is all the stuff that we didn't touch over the last 2 weeks. And so, to be honest with you, it's so cool to me that 10, 15 years ago, the best example of this is computers. I would watch YouTube videos of computer, MacBooks specifically, MacBooks being unopened on YouTube and people specking out MacBooks and performance differences and such. And when I could afford to get a new one, when I would save up, I would open it instantly and I was so excited and it was like having a new toy. And now when I get MacBooks, people know this about me, I'll just buy a MacBook and give it away to a friend a couple months after if they need a computer, and it's just a tool at this point. And I would say the same thing about stuff like this. Realistically, if I had, I haven't looked at any of these shoes in weeks after I got them. A former version of me would have thought like, oh my God, this is so cool. I gotta wear them. It's like, you gotta take photos in them and, make my identity about these, which I understand you could argue I'm technically doing right now. I'm not, I promise in my heart, I'm not. I've had these in the box for 2 weeks and I haven't even thought about them. The reason I'm doing this video is because a friend told me I should make this video. And these bags have just been sitting in my foyer because we haven't put them away yet. And I thought to myself, if I want to put the bags away, I need to make this video. And so if I want to make this video, I'm gonna make this video today. Long story short, that's the shopping haul. If you guys like this stuff, then let me know in the comments down below, because I'm sure there will be plenty of people telling me that they don't like this kind of stuff. Otherwise, realistically, we'll probably make this a one and done thing, unless I want to make more. I want to post things on this channel that I want to post. Anyway, guys, I love you much. I gotta clean up. See you tomorrow. Until next time, happy hunting.